I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel like you have the answers you need and you have the plan in place. Losing weight is hard, isn't it? I know you're here looking for answers and motivation. Today we're going to talk a little bit about mindfulness and willpower and sticking to your plan, because I hear it every week. I'm lucky enough to work with a lot of menopausal women on their fat loss journey. I help kind of iron out the wrinkles in how you go about your plan, how you figure out what to be eating. And I want to help you end at the finish line. Well, there's never a finish line because you're going to have to eat until the day you die. But I want to help you figure out stubborn fat loss once and for all. Welcome. I'm Connie Rutledge. I'm a menopausal fat loss specialist, and I use functional nutrition to really help you dive deep to fix root cause issues that keep you stuck. No one wants to be stuck. It's springtime. There's motivation everywhere. The weather's, amazing today here where I am. And I just thought it might be good to just chat about the difference between willpower, mindfulness, and how to stick to your plan. Because I see it way too often. You get totally motivated. You get completely in line, in lockstep with what you're supposed to be doing. And then, boom, you're out of line and you're feeling bad about yourself. You're tired, you're struggling, you're really feeling beat up and defeated. No one wants to feel defeated. I want you to feel good in your body. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel like you have the answers you need and you have the plan in place. And it's not really about the plan today. It's more about mindfulness and willpower and how to use both of those to your advantage to succeed. Willpower is a critical element for execution. Willpower will help you kind of stick to it. But combine the willpower with mindfulness. And you've heard it before. Choose your why. Well, why? Why do you want to lose fat? Because it doesn't feel good sitting on your body. You want more energy. You want to look better. You want to live longer. And you want to stay out of the doctor's office. Losing extra fat will lower your blood pressure. It'll lower blood sugar. It'll help cure type 2 diabetes. It will really enhance your metabolism, help you build muscle. And I've got countless videos on how to go about learning what you should be eating. But it's a mindset. And having the willpower to stick with it, even when you're not confident, when you don't feel it's working hard enough, or when you're tempted. We're moving into Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day. And a lot of us will be tempted by things, and who cares? Go for it. But just because you have a day or a meal or an hour that you eat off plan, and doesn't mean that you have to blow it for the week. I know you've heard all this. I'm not telling you anything new. But what if you could just step back in line and have the gumption, have the ability to not look back, move forward, think about your future self, okay? If you're tempted and you decide, because everything is a choice, nobody puts food in your mouth. It's your choice in what you eat, okay? That said, when your microbiome, your brain chemistry, the nasty gut bugs are tricking you or kind of tricking you into eating something you don't want to eat, well, you want to eat it, but you know you shouldn't. Own it. Don't be undone by one choice. Make up your mind that you've got your goals. Your goals are important. Your why. Why are your goals important? Because you want to look better. You want to feel better. You want to end up thriving so that you can have energy, you can look less inflamed, you can get rid of that belly fat, and you can wear those clothes that you've been dying to wear. Having a mindful mindset, well, that's where you get to kind of settle into what's the thought pattern. Observe your cravings, observe your feelings. Instead of battling those urges, take a pause. Kind of feel into and assimilate and decide what's really going on. Are you thirsty? Are you bored? Decide to make a conscious decision. A conscious decision. Please, no unconscious eating. Make a decision. Stick to that decision, even when it seems like impossible. Try it once. You'll be blown away. And I'm really looking forward to hearing great comments about what happened when you resisted temptation because you really didn't care about it anyway. So understand that willpower is about pushing through that temptation and saying no. Mindfulness, that's about understanding behaviors. That's about managing the impulse. You can do hard things. And you know what? You will be so proud of yourself. It's worth it. You need your plan. That goes without saying. I talk about that all the time. Schedule a jumpstart if you have no idea where to start. Even if what you're doing is not working, and you know what? I hear it every week. You're doing a good job, but it's just not working. You're eating clean, or most often you're eating clean. You're taking your supplements. You're getting your exercise, but your weight won't budge. Well, there's something else going on. There might be an underlying cause that you have no idea even exists, and we can work on that. We can take a look at your blood work. We can take a look at your eating schedule. We can take a look to see if you're even eating enough. But most often, we were trained to restrict. And so you're hanging on for dear life, which is the willpower aspect. And you're not really understanding how your metabolism works. That's why my 4-session metabolic mastery class is so impactful for long-term sustainable fat loss. Okay, now there's the cravings. And the cravings kind of fall in line with the habits. Often, you've got a habit of eating after dinner. Interesting, isn't it? It's like the best way to lose fat is to stop eating after dinner and shut down that feeding window. Allow your body to have time to process. Your metabolism needs time to just work and process through the fuel that you fed your body. Now, if there is a craving, okay, you've got a craving. I always say, all right, so let's kind of fast forward to you indulging in that craving. Say it's a brownie in the kitchen, a brownie with walnuts and lots of gooey chocolate. Well, that sounds great, but you take that first bite and, studies show you really are conscious in that first 1 or 2 bites. After that, you go numb. You don't think about the reality of how amazing it is. You just kind of go into autopilot. So I ask you to write me an essay on that first bite. What does it taste like? What's the texture? What do you feel? And when you can do that and decide, all right, am I going to finish it? Or was that all I needed? That's a big piece to success. I want you to be successful. Feeling good is essential to your longevity and optimization. You do have the power to get healthy. You do have the power to make good choices. You do have everything you need to win at this fat loss game. Combining willpower and mindfulness will likely redirect your attention to success. When you get off track, remember your goals. Don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. Appreciate that, the reward center won that time. And you know what? Maybe work on getting healthy so that you're eating more protein. You're eating in a timely manner so that you're not starving to death. You're eating enough. But combining the willpower with mindfulness to make those healthy behaviors more consistent and sustainable, that's golden. Make a decision. Remember why you're working so hard to be healthy. You're doing all the things. Don't get in your way. Make a plan, decide you're worth the effort, and make it happen. All right. Happy Mother's Day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.